Good morning, everybody. As you can tell, I'm not here today. I explained yesterday that I was going to be away. I'll tell you at the end of this video sort of why I'm away. I've been lying to you for the last little bit, but we'll get to that afterwards. Anyways, this morning I kind of just want to go through the rundown of what you're doing today. It is a busy day. There's a lot jam-packed in, so you kind of have to stay focused to make sure you get through all the stuff that I have planned for you today. After this video, Eric or Matthew, if you don't mind, if you could start the CNN student news, just log into the iPad, cnn.com/student news, and watch the news this morning like we do every morning. And if there's something that needs to be discussed as a class based on what you saw in the news, please do that. Right after the news, we're going to take up last night's math homework. You had several questions to answer. I believe there was 13 or 14 questions that you had to answer. Miss Weldon will explain exactly what I want you to do with that, but you are going to take up the questions as a whole class. So that's going to take some time. You need to kind of be patient, but at the same time, you need to be on the ball to move that along. Otherwise, it'll just drag on forever. Okay? Following that, you have a partner inquiry that I've planned for you. I've selected your partners. Miss Weldon will go over that, and she'll talk about the question that I've selected for you to answer today. It's a little bit of a thinking question. Try and draw on a few of the things we've been touching on in the last month or so. After that, after math, I've left a couple of recordings of chapters 2 and 3 from the book that we just started, Blackwater. Miss Weldon will explain that, but if you log into Edmodo, you have chapters 2 and 3 that I've recorded myself reading for you. It takes about 20 minutes to read both books, and what I'd like you to do is either listen to the recording or read it on your own. Either way, it's just chapters 2 and 3. Don't go beyond chapter 3. If you are listening to the recording, I want you to also follow along. So once you start iTunes and you're playing the audio, you should be able to switch back into the book to then follow along, so don't just sit there and listen to it. You will also need some headphones. I've left some on the back table from the library, but if you have your own in your backpack, you are welcome to use your own. In fact, I would prefer that you use your own. Okay. After that, there should be some time left to finish up some work on the Holy Trinity in religion. We started talking about Jesus and the historical times of Jesus. I want to pick up on the concept of the Holy Trinity before we sort of revisit that, and Miss Weldon will explain that. You'll have your nutrition break, and when you come back in, there's a lot of work to do in science. Yesterday we talked about primary and secondary succession. Today you're going to talk about renewal. There's a little bit of a reading you have to do. You're going to talk about forest fires, and there's a couple questions to answer with that, and some questions to answer with the previous reading as well. Following that, you have your French test, so hopefully you've been studying. Madame told you the questions will come from the questions that she's already given you. Then you have nutrition break, and after nutrition break, you'll have your regular independent reading, which you can do on the iPad if you're reading a book, but remember, don't read Blackwater. Also, do not start one of your literature circle groups just yet. Don't start reading those books until I explain to you what I want you to do with that. And at the end of the day, you're going to end the day with your book trailers. You're going to get back into your group for Among the Hidden, and you need to finish brainstorming the scenes, any props that you need, and where you're going to be filming the certain scenes. You're going to share that document with me at the end. Okay, so it's a lot of stuff to do today. I need you to be focused. I need you to cooperate, and let's get as much done as possible. Why I'm away. Okay, I have lied to you. Some of you know that I had another job before I got into teaching. Well, I actually never left that job. I spent a lot of time in university training to actually analyze geopolitical situations in the world. I've actually been working with the government for the last 6 years, examining scientific data that we get, basically having to do with aliens. So anytime that there is a reported alien attack on Earth or something suspicious, I'm called away to sort of analyze that data and give some suggestions. And there has been a report in Chatham of an alien attack, and that's kind of where I'm going to be today. So I apologize. Oh my God!